Hi there, I'm Trevor and welcome to TH Training Painting. This is an update to my previous videos on how to make some hedges and some fences for your tabletop games. And based on suggestion from one of my subscribers, I'm going to show you how to make some gates for your fences and for the hedge models. So big thank you to, I believe it's Tarlock Shiler. I am so sorry if I got your name wrong, but I apologize if I have. But I'll flash your name up on the screen here. So thank you very much for your great suggestion on how to make some gates. If you haven't seen my previous videos on how to make fences and hedges, you can check them out right here. So please go watch them and then jump back in here and show you how to make the gates. So I'm going to just show you how to do the construction of the gates for the hedge and the fences, and then you can just follow the tutorials from the previous videos on how to complete the models. So let's not delay. I'll grab myself a cup of tea, get my tools, and let's get to work. The tools and materials I'm going to be using are wooden coffee stirrers, craft matchsticks, craft sticks, green scoring pads, pencil, a marker pen, some side cutters, small file, scissors, pin vise with a drill bit, super glue, a hot glue gun and some glue sticks, and some clothes pegs. To start, I'm going to grab some craft matchsticks, which I'm going to use to make my gate. Using a ruler and a pencil, I'm going to mark the matchsticks at 36mm. The reason for that is I'm making my gate 40mm wide, and the matchsticks I'm using are about 2mm thick. Here's an illustration on what I'm planning to make. So hopefully you can see the 30mm long piece and two matchsticks at either side will create my roughly 40mm wide gate. I'm also making my gate 20mm in height, so I'm going to mark another couple of matchsticks at 20mm so I can create the left and right sides of my gate. I'll also need these two extra matchsticks to create the crossbar of my gate, but I'm going to mark and cut them later on. Getting my side cutters, I'll cut the matchsticks at the points where I've made the pencil mark. That's all the pieces cut. I'll stack them all together, and with a small file I'll sand the areas where I've cut, making sure the pieces are all roughly the same length. As seen in my illustration earlier, this is the basic shape of my gate. Then I'll add another matchstick going diagonally across the gate to create my crossbar. But to start, I'll glue the longer pieces onto the shorter piece. And for that, I'm going to use some super glue. First thing I do is grab some extra matchsticks and use them as spacers in the construction of the gate. Add a dab of super glue to the short matchstick and then stick them all together, trying to make sure I keep them as straight as I can by using my ruler and the markings on my cutting mat as a guide. With the glue dry, I'll rearrange the spacers. Then, grabbing the other short piece, I'll add some super glue to it and attach it to the other side of my gate. That's the glue dry, and I'll remove the spacers. But I'll hold on to one of them as I'm going to use it as the diagonal support for my gate like this. I'll add some super glue to the matchstick and press it into place and just leave it to dry. Here's an optional step you can do to add another diagonal support. Take another matchstick, lay it on the gate where you want it to be, then with a pencil, mark a line where the two diagonal pieces intersect. Grab my snips, cut the matchstick along the line I made, and here's what the additional support will look like. Then again with some super glue, I'll just glue these pieces into the place. With my side snips, I can trim off any protruding pieces of the matchsticks, and I can also sand off the gate with a small file just to clean up any rough edges. So that's the gate built and it's looking good. I've actually made two gates, one for my fences and the other for hedges. Okay, time to start adding the gate to my bases. This gate will be for my hedge. If you haven't seen my tutorial on making hedges, you can view it right here. I've already marked the centre line of my base as a guide. Having measured the length of my gate, I can mark on the base where it will sit, and also adding 2mm on either side for the gate posts. Then I can use my marks to work out how long my pieces of scoring pad need to be, and then I can draw a cutting line on them with a marker pen. I'll trim the hedges with some scissors. Then, with my pin vise and a small drill bit in it, I'll drill out the holes for the gate post to go into. Once I've done those holes, I'll drill the holes again with a slightly larger drill bit. This drill bit is roughly the same thickness as my matchsticks, so the post will slot into the holes really easily. I'll file the base to remove any rough areas. To make the posts, I'll grab some matchsticks, and based on the height of my gate, I'll mark these at 25mm and just cut them out with my side snips. Then I'll add some super glue to the lower edge of the post, slot it into the hole in the base, and I'll do the same thing with the other post, making sure they are straight before leaving them to completely dry. I'll quickly file the bottom of the base smooth in the areas where the posts are protruding. Then, taking my hot glue gun, I'll add a line of glue where I want the hedge to be. Then, position the scouring pad onto the glue just like I did in my Hedges tutorial. Then, rotate the model and do the same thing on the other side of the base. To add the gate, I'll get my super glue, add a bead of glue to the inside of the post, then slide the gate into place, and I recommend you make sure the gate fits in before adding the glue. So if it doesn't fit, you can sand it down a little bit. Also, make sure that the gate doesn't touch the base, as I want to make sure that the gate looks like it could open. So that's the basic construction of the hedge with the gate in it all complete. I'll continue to work on this model using the techniques that I've shown in my Hedges tutorial, so please check out that video if you want to see how to complete this model. But now I'm going to make a wooden fence with a gate in it. If you haven't seen my tutorial on making fences, you can see it right here. So with the gate already made, I have a base with a centre line drawn onto it, and with my ruler and a pencil, I'll add some guide marks onto the base for where I'm going to be adding the fence posts, and also marking where I'm going to locate my gate and add the marks where the gate posts are going to be. Then I'm going to add some additional posts just to support my fence planks. Then again with my pin vise, I'll drill the holes into the base just like I did with the hedges. With the base now ready, I'll grab some matchsticks and mark them at 25mm lengths that will become my fence posts. And then with my snips, I'll trim them all down. Then with some super glue, I'll attach the posts onto the base, making sure they're all straight. With the post attached to my base, I'm ready to glue the gate into the post. I'll add some more super glue onto the post, then slot the gate into place and hold it there whilst it dries. And there I go, that's the gate now attached. Time to add the fence planks to my posts. First, I'll measure the distance from the gate to the end of the base. Then I'll mark some wooden coffee stars with this measurement. Then with my snips, I'll trim the skewers to create my planks. Once cut, I'll grab some super glue and attach the bottom planks to the posts. I'm using some clothes pegs to hold the planks in place whilst the glue dries. With the planks attached, I'll do the same thing to attach the top fence planks. So that's the basic construction of the fence with the gate in it now complete. I will continue working on this model using the techniques I've already shown in my fences tutorial. So please check out that video if you want to see how to complete making this fence with a gate in it. And here are some images of my completed gates, and they are looking great. So thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and have learned techniques on how to add some gates to your fences and hedges for your tabletop games. It'd be great if you give this video a like or a share, and remember to subscribe to see more of my content. Also, check out my website at thtraining.com where you can see more of my work. And as always, you can contact me in the comment section below or through my social media links in the description. And again, thanks for watching.